Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eloise. Happy birthday to you.
Welcome to the American Heart Association, where it gives you heart and care.
She was at her 9-month appointment, just her general pediatric appointment, and her pediatrician, Dr. Brown, found a murmur.
And a heart murmur usually means that there's a hole. They said that most of the time these closed up on their own, but sometimes they didn't. Of course, we all chose to believe that it would just close up and she'd just go on about her life.
From the eyes of a grandparent, it was pretty emotional to have the concept that we had a grandbaby that had a hole in her heart, and she was so tiny.
They've been watching her heart since she was little, and just came to a point where it was time to get it fixed.
We found some cool videos on YouTube that kind of put it in a cartoony way that we could show her. We got books and showed her what was wrong with her heart.
Eloise had not a concern in the world. She wanted everybody to know that she was going to have heart surgery, and she was going to be brave, and she was. And so with her confidence, it gave us confidence.
Eloise handled it better than we did, for sure, with the support staff and everything. It was.
Yeah. She was just
that
so
was my
calm.
biggest fear, was seeing her be nervous. You know, you get in the bed and they wheel her away, and then everything just kind of breaks down from there emotionally.
I had held it together until they literally roll her down the hall, and she's just waving at you as she's going down the hall, and
then
it's just,
she's in the surgeon's hand.
they would come in about every hour and a half or 2 hours and give us an update, basically on the milestones.
The clock just kept ticking. So it seemed like an eternity, and it seemed like it was about 6.5 hours, and then finally the doctors did come out and say, it's all done. She did beautifully.
This is one of the bravest little girls that you will ever come across. As a grandfather, I cannot say how proud I am of my granddaughter. And
I mean, miraculously, by the next day, she was up and walking by that next afternoon, and just did really, really well.
Remember when we went back after your surgery for your final checkup? Do you remember what day it was? It was your birthday.
She was released to go home on her birthday on January 12th, so a week after her surgery.
I would say that the greatest blessing we have is just the family and support system that we had. I can't even imagine going through it by ourselves. The story of Eloise is one where the system just worked flawlessly, and we did not have one negative experience with really anything. And I think that credit goes to the American Heart Association with their decades of advocacy and just pushing for progress in treating heart disease.
The American Heart Association is one of the top 5 nonprofit organizations in the United States, and has an impeccable integrity about it. And so we are going to be about this organization because we personally have seen firsthand what has been done with the amount of money that has been given.
And it was good to know that they were behind us, that if we had any questions or we needed any logistical help, that they were there to ensure that everything was as simple, and that our focus and her parents' focus could be on taking care of Eloise and having her have a speedy recovery.
I have no idea how much money has been raised in Beaumont alone, but much of that money has gone to the research that would allow our granddaughter to come through a successful surgery and to be able to play and have fun with the rest of our grandchildren. And I just thank you from the bottom of our heart.
It's a miracle that we've come this far, and we just can't be grateful enough to organizations and the volunteers of the American Heart Association and their donors and benefactors.
Thank you for coming to the Heart Ball.